On Saturday afternoon, the New York Giants defeated the Buffalo Bills 34-25 in Week 1 of the NFL preseason. Despite the result on the field, one of the highlights of the afternoon didn't exactly come from the scoreboard, but rather from a curious and symbolic change. Bills quarterback Josh Allen, who didn't even take the field in the first exhibition game, made headlines for his new look, more specifically, his sneakers and cleats. Allen's absence from the game was expected, as many starting players are typically rested at the start of the preseason to avoid injury. Still, the number 17 didn't go unnoticed. Since the beginning of the summer, during minicamp workouts, Allen has been attracting attention for wearing New Balance cleats. At the time, speculation arose that the reigning 2024 NFL MVP could be signaling a significant change in sports sponsorship, leaving aside his longtime partnership with Nike to begin a new chapter in his personal marketing journey. Time has proven the speculation correct. Although neither New Balance nor Allen himself have made an official announcement yet, the quarterback's demeanor leaves little doubt. On Saturday, he arrived at Highmark Stadium wearing head-to-toe New Balance, a pair of made-in-USA 990 V6 sneakers, which cost around $200, a New Balance Athletics cotton long-sleeve t-shirt, $50, and New Balance Sport Essentials fleece joggers, $65. But the brand wasn't just present off the field. During warm-ups and pre-game activities, Allen appeared wearing a pair of brand-new white cleats, not yet officially released. He had already trained with New Balance Prodigy cleats during the summer, but this time, he presented a completely new model to the public, which could indicate a custom line or even an exclusive edition for the new season. This change represents an important milestone for both Allen's career and New Balance's presence in American football. Until then, the brand was much more recognized in the worlds of running, lifestyle, and baseball, with little presence in the high-performance equipment market for American football. Having one of the league's greatest quarterbacks, and current MVP, as its main spokesperson is undoubtedly a huge step toward strengthening the brand in this segment. It's worth remembering that Allen has been a prominent face for Nike in the sport for years. Last season, for example, he was one of the first NFL players to debut an exclusive colorway of the retro Deion Sanders cleat model, a 1990s icon. This association with Nike helped solidify Allen's image as a prominent figure off the field as well. Therefore, the move to New Balance can be considered one of the most significant transfers in the sports sponsorship market in recent years. And New Balance's strategy doesn't stop with Allen. Everything indicates that the brand is also closing a deal with Caleb Williams, quarterback for the Chicago Bears and one of the NFL's most promising young talents. Williams has even been wearing New Balance cleats during summer training, reinforcing the idea that the company is building a strong team to compete with giants like Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour in the American football market. New Balance's move reflects its global expansion strategy. In recent years, the brand has invested heavily in partnerships with elite athletes in various sports, such as baseball, tennis, and even soccer, with names like Bukayo Saka and Raheem Sterling. A more aggressive entry into the NFL seems like the next logical step, taking advantage of the visibility and commercial appeal the league offers, both in the United States and abroad. For fans and sneakerheads, seeing Josh Allen wearing New Balance instead of Nike may take some getting used to. After all, his association with the swoosh brand was long and solid. But for New Balance, this change is a strategic victory that goes far beyond aesthetics. It's about gaining credibility and relevance in one of the most competitive markets in the world. According to industry analysts, the company will likely wait until the start of the regular season to make an official announcement, possibly capitalizing on the hype surrounding the first games to generate buzz on social media and in the sports media. A joint presentation of Allen and Williams as the new faces of New Balance football would be a powerful marketing move, capable of attracting both NFL fans and casual consumers. Meanwhile, Allen continues to attract attention even without taking the field. His choice of apparel and footwear is clearly part of a well-structured image repositioning plan. If the partnership is officially confirmed, he will potentially become the most important athlete in New Balance's history in American football, paving the way for the brand to explore this market more consistently in the coming years. With Allen and Williams on board, New Balance shows its willingness to invest heavily to establish itself as a real competitor in the NFL. And, if the initial impact and social media coverage are anything to go by, the strategy is already beginning to yield results. Good. The Buffalo Bills kicked off their 2025 preseason campaign last Saturday with a 34-25 loss to the New York Giants. However, as every NFL fan knows, preseason wins and losses say little about what truly matters. These exhibition games serve much more as a testing ground, an opportunity for coaches, scouts, and executives to evaluate the roster's talent, test combinations, and give minutes to players still seeking a place in the league. And, in this regard, Saturday's game brought good news for the Buffalo franchise. Among the several noteworthy individual performances, two particularly stood out, those of rookie defensive tackles T.J. Sanders and Deone Walker. Both arrived on the team via the 2025 NFL Draft, Sanders, a second-round pick, and Walker, a fourth, and, even in their first professional game, they already showed flashes of brilliance that excited the coaching staff, teammates, and fans. T.J. Sanders, who entered the league with a reputation as a promising pass rusher, surprised by displaying his versatility. Against the Giants, he excelled not only in pressuring the quarterback but also in containing the run game. On several plays, Sanders was forced to deal with double teaming at the line of scrimmage, but he still managed to stand his ground, fill gaps, and hinder the opponent's advances. For a rookie, this maturity and tactical discipline do not go unnoticed. Joe Buscaglia of The Athletic praised the young defender's poise, noting that Sanders was able to do the dirty work, an expression used in football to refer to those essential, yet unglamorous, roles that often don't show up in the statistics but are crucial to a defense's success. Deone Walker, at an impressive 6 feet 1 inch and weighing approximately 355 pounds, also made it clear why he was selected by the Bills. Known for his immense size, Walker proved that he's not just about brute strength. He demonstrated explosiveness off the snap, reading the game, and, most importantly, the ability to overcome one-on-one blocks, something rare for a player of his stature. Buscaglia highlighted two plays in particular, both as a pass rusher, in which Walker exploited one-on-one situations to collapse the opposing pocket. But the play that stole the show came when the rookie, using his size and wingspan, managed to deflect and intercept a pass from quarterback Jackson Dart. The interception not only halted a Giants' offensive drive but also demonstrated unusual athleticism for someone with Walker's physique. It's no wonder that veteran Ed Oliver, a fellow defensive lineman, has already nicknamed the rookie Dancing Bear, a nickname that combines respect for his physical strength with surprise at Walker's agility. "It's incredible to see a guy that size move like that," Oliver said in a post-game interview. Of course, it's too early to draw definitive conclusions. A preseason game, especially the first one, is a limited scenario for projections. Many players face opponents also trying to secure a spot on the final roster, and the pace of the game is often different from a regular season game. Still, the debut of Sanders and Walker was undoubtedly a promising sign that the Bills may have found two pillars for their interior defensive line in the coming years. Buffalo's defense, which already boasts established names like Ed Oliver and Daquan Jones, could gain new dimension if these two youngsters continue to improve. Sanders, with his refined technique and adaptability, and Walker, with his physical power combined with impressive mobility, have complementary characteristics that could transform the core of the Bills' defensive line into one of the most dominant in the NFL in the future. Head coach Sean McDermott, known for his dedication to developing defensive talent, will certainly play a crucial role in honing this duo. In previous interviews, McDermott has emphasized the importance of building a solid defense from the inside out, that is, strengthening the defensive line to facilitate the work of the linebackers and secondary. If Sanders and Walker can maintain the level they displayed against the Giants, the plan appears to be on track. For fans, seeing two rookies perform so well in their first game brings not only excitement for the upcoming season but also hope for stability and long-term impact. After all, finding solid starters through the draft is crucial to maintaining competitiveness in the NFL, especially in times of tight salary caps. In short, although Saturday's final score favored the New York Giants, the Buffalo Bills left the field with a quiet victory, confirmation that their 2025 draft picks can yield immediate and sustainable results. And, if it depends on the energy that Sanders and Walker showed, this may have been just the first glimpse of a duo that will give opposing offensive lines a hard time in the coming years.